This is a pentakill I wanted to share. This is my 4th ever pentakill. This pentakill was not recorded in the rest of the gameplay in this video, but I thought this was the appropriate time to share it. We're going to loop behind this team fight. We're going to use our 3. We're both to pick onto 1, cast our 1, get ourselves a double kill. We're going to throw off our 2, get some good damage, go ahead and cast our ultimate. Jingwei uses her ultimate. We're going to throw our shot over the wall. That is able to connect with her. We're going to go ahead and activate our 3. Throw a 2, and we're able to get ourselves a quadra. We're on the hunt. We're super excited. Adrenaline's pumping. We're looking to connect. He jumps. Unfortunate, we got to connect. We're going to dash up. We're going to use our 3, and we're able to get ourselves a pentakill. I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. What a do, skibbity boo, it's your boy Shawnee B Gaming, and today we have a viewer request to play Baba Yaga and mid. If you are new to the channel, I add some commentary to a game that I've already played with the intentions of seeing what went right, what went wrong, and hopefully there's something that we can learn together. If there is something that we learn together, make sure you check out the channel and subscribe for more content. As always, the full build is in the description down below. If you are a returning viewer, Baba Yaga might have been buffed the most out of any god by the removal of boots. She's able to just start stacking earlier on, which is going to be very effective for building up her stats. Baba Yaga is the goddess of randomness. Sometimes you're going to get the shape that you want. Sometimes you're going to get a potion that does exactly what you need it to. Other times, you're just out of luck. Baba Yaga's 1 has 4 shapes and 4 effects. These shapes can be a line attack that goes into a Y, a line attack that splits left or splits right, or an oval. The random effects, the first one is silence, the second one is protections for your team, the third one is movement speed for your team, and then the fourth one is slow. The protections are going to be 15 at level 1, 35 at level 5 for 1 second. The movement speed and slow are both going to be 20% at level 1, 30% at level 5, and each lasts for 1 second. Baba Yaga's 2, she's going to create a potion that has random ingredients. There are 3 different ingredients. The red is going to add 7.5% damage. The blue is going to add 12.5% slow for 2.5 seconds. And then the green is going to add a 7.5 attack speed slow and power reduction to enemies hit for 5 seconds. The ingredient count are going to be 3 at levels 1 and 2, 4 at 3 and 4, and then 5 at level 5. Baba Yaga is 3. Baba Yaga is going to hop inside of her mortar. While inside, she's going to gain damage mitigation, knockup protection, and begin to build up a charge. Once the charge explodes, Baba Yaga is going to launch in the direction that she is facing, and enemies are going to take damage. The damage mitigation is 25% at level 1, 35% at level 5. Baba Yaga's ultimate. Baba Yaga is going to hop inside of her cabin. The cabin is going to come crashing down and knock back enemies. She can stay in her cabin for up to 8 seconds, and she can throw up to 4 Witchfire bolts inside of it. Whenever she ults, she is going to gain a shield. The Witchfire are going to land on the ground and then kind of track enemies, dealing damage. And Baba Yaga's passive. Baba Yaga can accumulate up to 100 essence over time. It can accumulate essence by moving, or if an enemy god gets too close. Baba Yaga can approach the cabin and use the essence to gain stacks. If Baba Yaga has no stacking item, the essence heals Baba Yaga for 0.8% of her maximum health per tick. The heal cost is going to be 4, so it can heal up to 25 times. The lower the stat count on the item, the more energy it's going to take. So for example, that's going to affect the Charon's coin that we pick up later in the build. In terms of the leveling order, at level 1, we want to put a point to our 1, level 2, put a point to our 2, level 3, put a point to our 3, level 4, another point to our 1, level 5, put a point to our ultimate. We want to max out our ult whenever we can, max out our 1, max out our 2, max out our 3. In terms of the start, we started with Sands of Time and tier 1 of Warlock Staff. Sands of Time is going to provide us 30 magical power, 10 MP5, and 10% cooldown reduction. It has a passive that this item grants 2 MP5 per 10% of your missing mana. If the enemy team had 3 physical characters, we would have gone into Vampiric Shroud. However, since they have 3 magical, the additional physical protections that we would be gaining from Vampiric Shroud aren't really worth it. So we're going to go into Sands of Time instead. Baba Yaga's 2, I forgot to mention this, but if you have an open consumable slot, you can store 1 potion. At the beginning of the game, we ran over to solo lane, so that way our passive could stack up a little bit. So if we run up solo lane, back, and then head to red, our passive should stack to over half. We don't have any stacking items right now, so with our passive, it can heal us up to 20% of our maximum health. For our relic, we went with Aegis. They have a Raijin and a Hevo jungle. If we do get ulted by Ares, we do have CC immunity in our ultimate. Hevo's here, we're going to just dash away. In terms of the shapes and effects on the one, I think it's kind of just agreed upon that the best shape is the Y, the worst shape is the oval. The best effect is the silence, and probably the worst effect is the increased protections. We went ahead and picked up Warlock Staff. Warlock Staffs can provide us 85 magical power, 150 health, 200 mana, and 10% magic penetration. It has a passive that you permanently gain 1 health and plus 0.8 magic power per stack. You receive 5 stacks for a god kill and 1 stack for a minion kill. This can stack up to 75 times. The evolved version is going to provide 145 magical power, 225 health, 200 mana, and 10% magic penetration. So this item is going to make us a little tanky, and then the 145 magic power is no joke. That is a lot of magical power for an item. It just takes a while for it to come online. We got to stack it up. We're going to go ahead, rotate left. We do have a potion in our consumable spot. We also have our ultimate. It's the enemy Danzvora ultimate. We're just going to cast our 1 onto the Ares, use our 3. We're able to get the pick onto the Ares. We hear Raijin nearby. He's on the Harpies. We're able to get one of them. Raijin stashes down. That's good to know. I think going into Raijin is actually a favorable matchup for us. Whenever Raijin uses his ultimate, he loses a lot of movement speed, and he essentially stands still. So if we cast our ultimate, whenever he uses his ultimate, we should be able to get a lot of damage off onto him.
Your right tower is under attack.
We're going to go ahead and rotate back, hit the back Harpies. In between waves, we want to be looking for as much XP as we can, whether it be the side Harpies or the back Harpy. I feel like Baba Yaga has pretty solid clear in the early game. She's not like some mages where we need assistance clearing camps. 174 damage on our 2 right now. A lot of damage on our 1. We're going to go ahead and use our ultimate. We get crippled by the Ares chain. Cripple is going to prevent us from dashing. That is a Raijin ultimate. We got to kind of wiggle. We just need to keep our distance. And we're going to go ahead and back right here. 3 people very weak. Unfortunate that we weren't able to clean anyone up. We're going to go ahead and start working on the Book of Thoth. We're going to pick up 2 health potions. Normally, we'd be picking up 2 health potions, 2 wards, place our wards, and then store a potion.
I need the jungle buff. No problem at all. Take this jungle
This
buff.
strategy of 2 health and 2 wards is really effective in the early game, but in the late game, whenever you're not really warding defensively in mid lane, it can be a little bit of a hindrance.
Chemistry is magic.
We're going to go ahead and work on our red.
You cannot save them.
Excellent job. What's it gonna be today? Enemy missing middle.
Okay.
Right now, it looks like the side harps and the back harps are up. We probably should have gone for the side harps instead of the back harps. These side harps are more of a neutral harp. Then the back harps are made for us. They're easier to confirm than the side harpies.
Trial and error.
We are able to steal one of the harpies right there.
Straight right lane. Enemy missing middle.
We're going to try to let Alma know that people are rotating her way. That's Ratchin's dash. Able to get some good damage off with our 1. That's a Raijin ultimate. We're going to go ahead through our potion. Use our 3. That's an Ares ultimate. We're going to use our ultimate to get the CC immunity. Baba Yaga's ult feels very weird in the sense that there's a substantial delay. And whenever you use your ultimate and whenever you can use your first shot. It feels weird. Every other god can fire their ultimate a little bit quicker. Baba Yaga, sometimes it feels fast, other times it feels really slow. I don't think we did enough ultimate damage right there. If we did, we would have gotten the pick onto that Raijin.
Mixing an acid and an alkali and accidentally dropped the alkali. That was the first time I dropped the bait.
Enemy missing left. Out of mana. Enemy missing left.
We're just going to clear this wave. Cavalry's rotating left.
Be right back.
We're going to go ahead back and pick up the Book of Thoth.
Your right tower.
Book of Thoth is going to provide us 80 magical power, 250 mana, and 20 MP5. It has a passive that you permanently gain 10 mana per stack and receive 5 stacks for a god kill, 1 stack for a minion kill, and it can stack up to 75 times. 7% of your mana from items is converted to magical power. At 75 stacks, this item evolves, gaining 3% extra mana power conversion. It's going to provide 80 magical power at fully evolved, 1000 mana, and 20 MP5. It has a passive that 10% of your mana from items is converted to magical power. Kepri's in a little bit of trouble. He uses his ultimate on himself. We're going to go ahead and use our 3, get a little bit of damage off. We're going to use our ultimate to get some damage onto the Raijin now that he's super slowed. Dashes down, we're able to get the pick onto the Raijin. Nem's here, that's an Ares ultimate onto no one. We're able to hit both of them with our 2. We're going to hit Hebo with our 2. Nem's able to clean him up. Get a little bit of damage off. We're going to start falling back. Here's the enemy Danzabora. We're going to throw off our 2. We're able to get the pick onto the Danza. We're able to hit the Ares with our 1. And we're able to get a soft triple. I bet if Nem didn't get that pick and we did, it would have been a quadra. If we did not have a pentakill to show at the beginning of this video, then that would have been the clip of the game. 50 stacks on Book of Thoth already.
Tower is under attack.
So Book of Thoth, once it is fully evolved, it's going to have 10% of our mana from items being converted to magical power. So that means that it has 1000 mana, 10% of that is 100, so this item can provide a total of 180 magical power once it's fully evolved. Which, once again, 180 is more than any single item. I think the most amount of power you can get from a single item, not including stacks, would be 145, and that's a Doom Orb. It does have a passive that allows you to get a little bit more, but even with that passive, 180 from Book of Thoth is the most power you can get from a single item. We hear Blink. That's a Hebo ultimate. We're going to go use our ultimate. Just fire some shots off as we fall back. Don't know why we beads right there. That was kind of a waste of a beads, and I don't know what ability we were even trying to beads.
Are you insane?
You cannot save them.
On my way.
Be careful left. Enemies in the left.
Your middle tower is under attack.
We are level 15, highest level in the lobby.
Enemy ultimate
One suggested buff that I had for Baba Yaga, and this was before the removal of boots. I think she feels really strong right now and is in a pretty good spot. But I feel like the effects on the 1 feel kind of useless. When are you ever going to cast your 1 to gain an effect over dealing damage? Maybe that's not the design. Maybe the intent is for you to just deal damage and then get some additional effects. I think the silence is fine. If the enemies walk over the line, they're going to be silenced. I think the slow is okay. The movement speed for 1 second, that feels short. So if you gain that 20 to 30% increased movement speed for 3 seconds, people might actually cast the 1, build more cooldown to get that effect. The protections, you walk on the line, you gain additional protections. As soon as you walk off, you keep those protections for a second. If you keep those protections for 5 seconds, once again, I think people might cast the ability for the effect, not just for the damage. But once again, that might just be design. It might be designed to where you're only supposed to really be using your 1 for the damage, and then the effects are just a little sugar on top. You block the Danzavora ultimate,
Not leave them alone.
and our Danzavora is able to get the pick onto there. Danzavora.
Attack the Gold Fury! Sorry. Let's make it explosive!
Our 2 does a lot of damage. We missed our 1 right there. Now go ahead and fire off our other 2. We missed that one as well. We're chasing. He dashes away. We're going to go ahead and work on this tower.
Attack the Gold Fury!
Destroy the left enemy.
We do have enough money for Charon's coin, so we are going to be picking that up on our next back. We miss our 2. Not our best interaction with Baba Yaga this game.
Enemy missing middle.
We're going to go ahead back and pick up Charon's coin.
Another conduit? This will be
Right back.
Charon's coins can provide us 80 magical power, 20% magic penetration, 7 HP 5, and 20 MP 5. It has a passive that on God kill or an assist, a coin is flipped. If it is heads, you're going to gain a stack of 7 HP 5. If it is tails, you're going to gain a stack of 2% movement speed. Each effect can stack up to 4 times, and at 8 stacks, this item evolves. You also gain 1 gold every time the coin is flipped. The evolved versions can provide you 80 magical power, 30 HP 5 and MP 5, 20% magic penetration, and 8% movement speed. It has a passive that on a god, kill, or an assist, a coin is flipped. If heads, you gain 150 health over 6 seconds. If tails, you gain 5% movement speed for 6 seconds. You also gain 1 gold every time the coin is flipped.
You don't need help.
I'll attack right leg. On my way.
on my
I'll be honest, I truly don't understand why you're getting 1 gold every time the coin is flipped.
Make it
My understanding is that you're getting 8 gold for getting it fully stacked up.
on my way. Ultimate.
If
is
it was
ready.
continuously flipping, and then whenever you got a pick, it activated, that would make a huge difference. That would be essentially like a gold every 5 seconds or something.
Killed before.
1 GP5. But if it's not doing that, then it just feels weak. I don't understand that point. The item itself is very strong, but that point on the passive just doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
Let's make it explosive!
These are 3, get a little bit of damage off. That's the Hebo ultimate. We're gonna use our ultimate. We should be able to get the pick onto Hebo right here. We got sundered, so we lose the shield on our ultimate.
No more.
We are able to get the pick onto the Hebo. We're gonna go dash away with their 3.
Oh no, my capacitors are full.
We're chasing, it's just the Ares. Our oval shape does not connect. And throw off our 2. And Danzavora is able to get the pick.
Attack the Gold Fury! Chemistry!
We're gonna go ahead and make a play for gold.
Defend middle lane. Let's make it explosive!
We have 6 stacks on our Charon's coin.
Missing left. Enemy missing right.
On my way.
I think the 3 items that we have online, Warlock stack, Book of Thoth, and Charon's coin, are kind of our core 3 items. We could really build anything we wanted after this. If the enemy team had a lot of healing, we'd go into anti-heal. If we wanted, we could go into Soul Gem. That's a Raijin ultimate. He's standing still. We're going to hit him every time with our ultimate. We do a lot more damage to him than he does to us. We're going to dash up. Caster 1, stupid oval, does not connect. We're able to get the pick onto the Raijin with our 2. That's a Damsel ult. We're going to step up. Hit our 1. It is the slow, it looks like. No, that might have been the increased movement speed. We're going to use our 3, get some damage off.
Retreat. Your team has destroyed a middle enemy tower.
Danza uses 2. We're able to hit him with our 1. We're just going to fall back. We don't really want to take that fight. We use our 3 right here.
Your friends need help.
3 people in mid. That's a Hebo ultimate. Our ultimate is down, and we go down to the Hebo. We did have Aegis, but that was a blink ult from him. We should have expected his 1 to be incoming, so we probably should have Aegis as soon as we got hit by his ultimate. Looks like we're thinking about going into Spear of the Magus, Spear of the Desolation, or Spear of Desolation, or Divine Ruin. But instead, we're going to go into Soul Reaver, just stack that damage.
Your middle tower is under
Soul Reaver is going to provide us 95 magical power, 300 mana. It has a passive that your abilities deal an additional 2% of your target's maximum health as magical damage. If the target had over 2,000 health, your ability damage scales up. This effect reaches a maximum of 9%. Maximum health at 2,750 health. Subsequent hits on the same target do half the bonus damage for the next 3 seconds. So we were playing with our hunter. He said he had to go help with groceries. Didn't want the team to start BMing him, so I let him know, hey, he's coming back.
enemy missing left.
Soul Reaver also provides us that 300 mana, so 10% of that is going to be converted into additional power. So we're getting an additional 30 power from Soul Reaver. And that is because of the Book of Thoth passive.
Enemy missing right.
Be careful, right?
Attack, fire giant. We need
On my way.
woods. I always have the best ideas.
On my way.
We miss our 1. We're going to reposition with our 3. Try to get to the back of this team fight. Throw off our 2. Going to go use our ultimate.
Ultimate is ready.
Looks like we're going for the Amma and the Ares.
Enemy missing left.
Unfortunately, our ult is not going to pick. It's an Ares ultimate. Kepri ultimate.
We should not leave
Interesting
them alone.
Kepri ultimate. Probably didn't need ult right there. Our 1 connects.
Two mouth breeders down.
Retreat.
You don't need help.
Retreat.
We're going to throw off our 2. They are winning this team fight right now. Got a lot of damage with our 2. We're able to get the pick onto the Amaterasu. Amaterasu on our team is able to get the pick onto the Danspora. They're kind of dancing with her up front. We're going to store a potion. We're going to go to cast our 1. We're able to get some damage onto the Hebo. Fall back with our 3.
You cannot save them.
Ama's able to get the second pick. We throw off a potion. We have another potion. We're going to chunk that bad boy. Throw off our 1. We're able to get the pick onto the Ares.
Nice job.
We're going to chase down this Raijin. Use our 3 to cover a little bit of distance.
Ultimate is down.
He uses his dash.
Group up.
We should be slightly faster than him because we have Charon's coin. He stopped running. This is our chance. We're gonna use our 3, get some damage off. We have our 2. We're gonna use our ultimate, and we're able to get the pick onto the Raijin. Full deicide, we should be able to get Fire Giant right here. We are able to secure fire. We're going to work on the Pyromancer.
Retreat! Group up, attack left lane!
We're going to go ahead. We're going to be picking up Rod of Tahuti next. So we realized we were just short. We're going to hit one more camp, then back.
Be right back!
Rod of Tahuti is going to provide us with 140 magical power, 30 MP5, and 10% magic penetration. It has a passive that basic attacks and abilities gain 25% additional magical power against targets below 50% health. So we have 10% magic penetration from Rod, 10 from Warlock Staff, and 20 from Charon's coin, which puts us at the maximum of 40% magic penetration.
On my way.
Trial and error.
I think if we sell Sands of Time, our build will be a little bit better. We'll have the flexibility to go into Rod, Soul Reaver, and then also pick up an additional item. So Kronos' Pendant, going into Gem of Isolation. Oh my goodness, we chunk. Going into Soul Gem,
Has been slain.
Ethereal Staff. Like, we have options.
Double kill.
Compared to if we upgrade the Sands of Time, like, it's gonna be helpful, but I just think the other items are a little bit more helpful. So for 1, we're able to get the pick onto the Raijin. We're gonna use our 3. We kind of chunk tanks.
Sorry.
They just have the Inzabora up.
Attack middle lane. Trial and error.
We hit them hard. We're gonna start working on this middle Phoenix. That's a full deicide. Next person's up in 14 seconds. We should be able to secure the victory right here. Well, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. That really helps these videos out. If you feel like you learned anything at all, check out the channel and subscribe for more content. These stats for this game will be posted in just a moment. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a great day. I'll catch you next time. Bye bye.